Hello! In this video, we'll talk about hobbies and their untapped potential to improve your personal and professional life. This is part of the series Introvert Tools for Navigating Challenging Situations, brought to you by Introverts Academy. Our mission is to raise awareness about introvert strengths and how to tap into their impressive inner power for personal, professional, organizational, and systemic development to build a better world for all of us. And we're doing this at 4 levels: individual, interpersonal, group, organizational level, and at the system level. This video is part of the series Introvert Tools for Navigating Challenging Situations, which we developed as an introductory webinar series based on the holistic approach to life, which is also part of the Introverts Academy curriculum for individuals. In this video, I'll talk about the untapped potential of hobbies and the limiting beliefs that usually hold people back from tapping more intentionally into this wonderful resource we all have access to. Let's talk about the untapped potential of hobbies. According to Cambridge Dictionary, a hobby is an activity that someone does for pleasure when they are not working. Are you familiar with the multiple intelligences psychological theory by Howard Gardner? He talks about different types of intelligences, and each of us has at least one that is predominant. Some have an interpersonal intelligence, others are better at logical, mathematical, or verbal, linguistic, musical, bodily, kinesthetic, naturalist, intrapersonal, or visual spatial intelligence. There are so many intelligences. Which one do you have a natural talent for? Which one attracts you more? No matter what professional path you choose, you can also focus your time and energy on hobbies that are aligned with your talents. Talking about the untapped potential of hobbies, let me give you 2 examples. The first one is about Steve Jobs. He took a calligraphy class when he was younger, and later on he said that personal computers might not have the wonderful typography they have today if he didn't take that class. He also said, "You cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will connect in the future." This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference. He also invites us, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. That's the power of hobbies. It's something you dedicate your time and energy because it's close to your heart and your intuition is pushing you in that direction. I created a mind map of things that I noticed about hobbies. If you don't know what a mind map is, you write down all the ideas you have about a certain topic. In my case, the untapped potential of hobbies. What I noticed, paying attention to your hobbies, giving them time and energy, it gives you a sense of well-being. The mindfulness that people are talking about is being in the present moment. And that's what you do when you're focusing on your hobby. You're totally there, and it's helping you relax and release the stress. By focusing on your hobbies, you get more ideas, more opportunities. It increases your self-esteem and self-confidence. You trust yourself more. It gives you the courage to stand up for yourself. You learn skills that you can transfer in other fields, in other professions. We call them transferable skills. It helps you feel connected with other people who are doing the same thing. It gives you that sense of belonging. You can create partnerships. You can expand your network. You can create meaningful social interactions just by focusing on your hobbies. It makes you feel alive. It gives you energy, motivation. You're in integrity with yourself because you're doing something that aligns with your values. And also it gives you a sense of adventure because you don't know what will come out of it. You can learn or enhance certain skills like risk-taking. You discover what you like, what you don't like. You learn how to deal with failure. Since you work on your own projects, you develop your project management skills. It allows you to rely on your strengths. It teaches you how to combine your skills and expertise. It helps you to be more resourceful, courageous, perseverant, resilient, flexible, patient. creative. There are so many benefits of focusing on your hobbies. To give you another example, based on my own background, I'm an introvert, and this is a formal way I present my background. This is my education. I have a master in electronics engineering, a master in small business. I'm trained in coactive coaching and organizational relationship system coaching, in adult learning, IT programming. I have a lot of experience in different fields. I'm the founder of Introverts Academy and Immigrant Writers Association, and writing books helped me become an award-winning author. But this is boring, right? Let me show you another way of presenting my background, which highlights my hobbies and how they help me build this professional path. What you see in colors is how my professional path evolved and what people see. I started in electronics engineering, moved in quality assurance, IT and business analyst. I came to Canada in 2003. My first position for 2 months was bilingual customer service. Then I found a position in hardware quality assurance based on my technical background. Meantime, I took the training and became a coach. I started my own business, which I did in parallel with part-time or full-time jobs like developing a mentoring program, coordinating a resource center, manager of professional immigrant networks, coordinator of a systemic change group. I also became an artist, an author, and my coaching business also have different projects that I developed in time, including the Introverts Academy. This is how hobbies help me. For example, I took IT programming courses while I was working in the technical field because I love computers, and that helped me become an IT programmer and a business analyst. I love photography, especially nature photography. It helped me not only release my stress in difficult moments, but also it helped me create a photo coaching album that became what I published later on, my photo coaching book series. It helped me discover coaching. At one point, I've met someone who is a coach and a photographer, and I had no idea what coaching means at the time. But when I started looking into it, I discovered that I like it. And I shifted my career from technical field to coaching. I started my own coaching business. I did an MBA because I had the opportunity, but also I wanted to understand better how the different departments work. And that MBA gave me the big picture about how everything works. And it helped me many times in my own business, in the management positions that I had along the time, either paid or volunteering positions. I like skiing, biking, hiking. And through those hobbies, I discovered that I'm a leader. I can manage groups, and gave me the courage to start new groups, to start new associations. It helped me enhance my leadership skills. When I was working as a business analyst in a customer care department, I was helping my colleagues when they didn't know how to use a computer, certain software. That helped me discover that I like to teach. So later on, when I was coordinating the mentoring program for professional newcomers, I introduced workshops to help more professionals in the same time. That's how I developed my workshop design and facilitation skills, which helped me in my coaching business because I'm doing workshops, facilitation, webinars, and as you can see, it helps me with the Introverts Academy. I love creating my own clothes. I learned that from my mom, and while I'm not doing too often, it helped me, for example, when I came to Canada. In the first 3 months, I was working a lot. I was stressed out by everything that was happening, looking for a job, discovering the new environment, and I lost weight. But knowing how to sew helped me adjust my clothes so I didn't have to buy new ones. It also helped me during the COVID pandemic when I started a handmade products business. I'm a self-taught artist in jewelry design, painting, photography, and that hobby crossed the line. I was able to sell what I was creating. As an introvert, I don't like to talk too much, but I love to write and self-publish my books, and I learned how to do that. And now I have an income from my books as well. Volunteering for different associations gave me more than just volunteering experience. It enhanced my leadership skills, and I got a paid position as a manager because I have those skills. It gave me the courage to fund the Immigrant Writers Association, to organize an Introverts meetup group. So you can see how these hobbies that I developed in time were not totally separated from my professional path. They were helping my professional path. Also, I didn't see that at the time when I started a new hobby, or when I was giving attention to these hobbies. Now I can see the dots, how that connect with my professional development, but I didn't see it at the time. That's the power of hobbies. And what the hobbies did for me, they increased my self-confidence. They helped me find like-minded people. They helped me avoid to feel lonely. They developed my strategic thinking. It was fulfilling. They gave me self-esteem. They helped me feel alive. They developed my project management skills. They helped me connect with others in a meaningful way. They gave me a more empowering perspective about the world. They gave me courage to take a leap of faith. For example, when I shifted from the technical field to coaching, that was because I trusted that I can manage the process. Doing so many things in parallel gave me the confidence that I can grow by walking the new path. It helped me discover what I want on the professional side. Probably I wouldn't become a coach if photography didn't help me find that person. It helped me embrace a multidisciplinary approach. It helped me discover and hone new skills. It helped me practice new skills. It gave me energy and motivation to focus on meaningful projects, like building communities. I consider hobbies as my best allies, especially in difficult times. It helped me walk this self-discovery journey, which I really enjoy, even if it's not easy all the time. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how." Do you have a why? Something you really care about, you really want to do. You can start doing it as a hobby, or start building the path in that direction in your spare time, because you can do it, no matter what challenges you have right now. Do you wonder what are the skills for the future? You can use your hobbies to build them in parallel with the jobs that you have. I found this list of 15 skills created by World Economic Forum, and I'm really happy to see some of the introvert strengths ranking high on this list of skills: analytical thinking and innovation, complex problem solving, active learning and learning strategies, critical thinking and analysis, creativity, originality and initiative. See, the first 5 you already have as an introvert. You can use them more. You're totally prepared for the future. You can use your hobbies to build the other ones that you think you might need: leadership and social influence, technology use, monitoring and control, technology design and programming, resilience, stress tolerance and flexibility. Hobbies are great to build resilience, to help you deal with your stress and become more flexible. Reasoning, problem solving, ideation are introvert strengths. Emotional intelligence, troubleshooting and using experience, service orientation. Introverts love to help. System analysis and evaluation. Systems thinking comes so naturally to introverts. We are big picture thinkers. Persuasion and negotiation. It can be done while being true to yourself. You don't have to lie. Now let's talk about the limiting beliefs, those that usually hold people back from tapping more intentionally into this wonderful resource we all have access to. I hear people saying, "I don't know if that's a good hobby to have." Any hobby is good to have. You don't know right now why. You'll discover that in the future. "Oh, I'm too busy, I don't have time for hobbies." Really? You don't have time to do the things that you love to do? You don't have time to do the things that might be beneficial to you in the future, even if you don't know right now why? It's not that you don't have time. We all have the same amount of time. The problem is, are you using it wisely? Do you invest your time, or do you just spend it on different activities that you don't even like maybe? Some people say, "I don't have any hobby." That is just a belief. Go back to the multiple intelligence theory. Look at all those type of intelligences, and I'm pretty sure you will discover at least one, if not more, that you would like to explore at least, and that could become your hobby. I used to say, I don't advance too fast in the direction that I want because I have too many hobbies. Guess what? Actually, I didn't want to advance faster because all those hobbies shaped me into the person that I am right now, gave me the skills and expertise that I can combine now in ways that I couldn't previously because I had so many hobbies. So it's not a problem if you have too many hobbies. The problem might be elsewhere. Hobbies are separate from professional paths. I have this career, I don't need a hobby. I hope by now you already changed that belief if you had it. because you notice professional paths can unfold and can be helped through the skills and expertise you develop through your hobbies. Some people say, I will spend more time, money, energy on my hobby if so they wait for something to happen. If you keep waiting, 2 years from now, you will be in the same place. You will still not have time, money, and energy for a hobby. You have to find time. 5 minutes here, 15 minutes there, block a chunk of time. It's up to you to do that. You have control on your time, on what you spend your energy and money on. And there are so many hobbies that you can do for free. There is also the belief, I'd love to focus on my hobby, but the problem is what comes after but. Because that is a reason that's stopping you. Look at what you can do about that reason. Can you do things differently? I don't have money for the hobby I want. You might not have money for the type of hobby you want, but maybe there is something similar that you can do, that you can afford right now, or just a little bit of it. Or maybe you can do something else that you enjoy. Hobby is just for fun. While it might be fun, there's much more to hobbies. But if you keep saying that it's just for fun, you won't take them too seriously. You won't allocate your time, money, and energy to them. I don't know what I like. That specific belief is blocking you to figure out what you like. Because if you keep saying, I don't know, your mind will be in the same place 2 months from now, 5 years from now. It will keep saying you that you don't know. But put that belief aside and ask, if I would know what I like, what would that be? What did I enjoy in the past? Let me try this. Maybe I enjoy it. If not, I can find something else. So there are ways of going around that belief. Hobby is not a resource. It depends how you define the resource, because it has a lot of potential to become a very important resource for your future. But if you compare it with a resource in the present, it might not be. The question is where you put your focus. Only on the present or also to build your future. It's hard to focus on my hobbies during the difficult times, like unemployment, pandemic. Your mind might not be in that place, but actually hobbies can help your mind as well to be less stressed in those difficult times. And that will help you come out of those situations faster. If you had a hobby, you probably notice that doing something that you love, it gives you energy and motivation. And even when you're unemployed, you can use that energy and motivation to put it in your job search. So you present yourself in a better way in the interview, so you can find a job faster. There are many things happening, a lot of negativity coming your way, but hobbies can keep you stay more positive. Deal with the situation in a better way, instead of going on a downward spiral. Hobby is just for relaxing. And what's wrong with that? You need to relax as well. You can't just go, and be stressed about whatever you need to do, what's happening in your life. You need moments of relaxation. Why not consider that some of those could come from a hobby? I'm not allowed to focus on my hobby. That's a tough one, but that doesn't mean you cannot go around it. You might not be allowed to focus on this hobby, but you might be allowed to focus on something else. You might find small moments where you can focus on your hobby, even someone else doesn't allow you to. So there are many limiting beliefs, and I shared just a few of them, that might block you from giving some of your time and energy to hobbies. I encourage you to pay attention to which limiting beliefs you have about hobbies and try to find ways to go around them so you can tap into the benefits of having a hobby or more. Now that we put the limiting beliefs aside, let me give you another quote. Dale Carnegie said, "Everyone should have a deep-seated interest or hobby to enrich his mind, add the zest to living, and perhaps, depending upon what it is, result in a service to his country." Even someone so successful like Dale Carnegie was, recognizes the importance of having a hobby. This holistic approach to life that we are using as a curriculum for the Introverts Academy can give you ideas what kind of hobbies you can develop if you don't have any. Maybe you have an interest in some of these areas that you can develop further. There are so many things that you can do. We talked about the untapped potential of hobbies, and the limiting beliefs that usually hold people back from tapping more intentionally into this wonderful resource that we all have access to. This is a list of the titles of the introductory videos that we created in the series Introvert Tools for Navigating Challenging Situations for the different aspects of the holistic approach to life before we go into more details on specific areas. Thank you.